Hello and welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers Lore. Today we're going to talk about the newest issue of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, if you have not read any of the comic book or don't want to know what's happening in the future, I would say stop right now, go to the next video, and just skip this, because it's going to be talking about all the different things that will be happening in the future. That is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue number 13. Now, if you're still around, that means you want to know more. Well, what's going on in it? Well, last time we left off in issue number 12, Zardoz has killed Zordon, supposedly destroying his chamber, just like Ivan Ooze did for the movies, and Zordon's left there in front of Billy. Now, what's really going on is the invasion is in full swing. The commandos are fighting off the Power Rangers, and they are forced to flee and almost be overwhelmed, and they've retreated back to Promethea. Well, Billy has had a backup plan the entire time, just in case something happened like to Zordon, and had his essence captured up and contained someplace else, because ever since Draken had arrived and they had gone over and we've realized that Draken had killed Zordon in a much similar manner, he realized there needed to be a backup plan. Well, that's what happened there. But now that's not the most interesting part. It is the exchange between none other than Zardoz and Zofram, or Lord Zed. And it's basically them communicating. Now, Zardoz shows up in front of a hologram at Lord Zed's moon palace, and they kind of have like a long time no see, blah 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 blah, and Zed basically calls him a coward. He's like, hey, if we were really that good of old friends, you would have appeared here in front of me. And Zardoz doesn't really say anything against it in truth, but Lord Zed's basically going, hey, just so you know, you're not one yet. Blah, blah, blah. And he goes like, don't threaten me, old man. And Zed's going, no, you don't understand. This is just a warning. Every time you get the Rangers down, like really down to the count where it counts, all of a sudden, something happens. It's literally what he says, something happens. Basically, he's quoting like, they have this miraculous ability to pull hope and a win out of nothing. So it's like a really good exchange. And he even goes like, don't be like being nice to me, because I know once the Rangers are off the list, you're coming after me next. And so that supposedly ends their conversation with Zordon just walking away. Now he also, not Zordon, sorry, Lord Zed. Lord Zed walks away. Lord Zed basically goes back to Goldar, Finster, and the rest of them and goes like, hey, okay, we're going to prepare for battle. We're going straight down to the chamber, the power chamber, and we're going to make sure that Zordon's really dead. And they go, well, you got it, sir. And that's basically how they all react, except for Finster. And he's like, okay, well, I'll remain here. And he's like, no, you're going too. And he's like, but I'm not a combatant. And he's like, but you're smart. You're not an idiot like the rest of these guys. So basically, he's giving a compliment to Finster, but saying, like, you're the smartest guy they have, which is kind of sad for the rest of them, because they all get basically insulted by the backhanded comment. Goldar, I don't think he even heard it, or if he did, he was like going like, whatever. So they all are going to go down and deal with this in the next issue. Now, the Rangers themselves are calling in help and trying to get a hold of anybody they can, but all their signals are scrambled, and the person now in charge is not any of the Rangers, not even Tommy, but instead, it is Grace. Yes, if you don't know who Grace is, she's a comic book character creation who is basically in charge of all these different things. And she basically says right from the beginning, I'm in charge, you do exactly what I say, or we're all going to lose. And that's where it kind of ends right there. I'm super excited. I like the exchange between Zardoz and Zed, basically just like going like, hey, we know what's going to happen. I give you a warning. What's there? But there doesn't seem any ill will currently between the two, other than the fact that he's like, Zed knows, like, once he beats him, he's going to come after me. But it's not really fully certain. We also see more from the past of what's going on with Lord Zed, in the fact that how he was taught his sorceress ways. Apparently he met an alien race of frog sorcerers, which kind of makes me hopping mad. Nobody laughed? Okay, that's weird. I should get a laugh track because I'm hilarious. Now, so frog sorcerers basically taught him, where he just was there for 5 years. He showed up in a scarred form, and they called him something in their word meaning scarred. And he basically just watched them and they didn't do anything for a long time. Like, he kept cleaning up all their places, basically just observing them. That's one of the people who survived, basically goes, this whole thing is like, yeah, this guy basically was just here, pretending to be your friend, and then one day just killed a guy in cold blood, and we all started attacking, and he just, one by one, defeated him. He was like a test for him. And they asked, like, why did you survive? Like, to tell the story. That was it. And I'm like, that's pretty badass, in my opinion. Oops, sorry for my language there. But that is the comic in itself. I liked every part of it. I thought it was really cool. I liked the past and just the communication, what's going on between them. Because that's what we miss kind of in most Power Ranger shows, is there is no real good discussion between the villains that is really, like, threatening in truth. There's nothing, like, hugely between two major villains going, yeah, I'm the bad guy. No, I'm the bad guy. Well, we get that a lot, but we don't go, like, hey, what is, like, if you come after me, I'll come after you, stuff like that. We don't have any, like, these big, impactful, holy crap moments like that. He just said that. That's pretty awesome. I don't know. Let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys want to see more of this, where do you think it's going to go? Are Zardos and Zay going to fight each other? Is Zay going to be like, hey, Zordon, we're going to have to make a deal? Because we know for certain Zordon's not dead. And if he does die, what does that mean for when the Grand Alliance of Evil shows up? Yeah. So, may the power protect you always, guys. Have a good one. Be safe.